Oh, well, hello friends, Josevich here. Welcome back to some Hearthstone as we have run into a hunter who has infinite Jewel Macaw value. Jewel Macaw into Jewel Macaw created by Jewel Macaw, which is kind of interesting. We're continuing to play our slightly modified Dragon Priest deck. We are going to go ahead and coin out a Curious Glimmerroot because I just don't want to fall behind on tempo and all that sort of thing against Hunter, because that is a very good way to lose. And we know it's Jeweled Macaw because we've seen it many times now. So that's kind of cool to get that off the bat right now. And one of the things that I think will make a difference in this game, oh, that's unfortunate for us. There's no doubt about it, actually. But that's okay. We'll still manage here. So we're seeing a couple of these new additions to our deck with the Shifting Shade and Darkshire Alchemist. Hey, we get that giant sandworm after all. Should we Shadow Visions for anything? I say no, because the next couple turns we're probably just playing out minions, not worrying necessarily too much about what else is going on. And then the scary thing is we're not setting ourselves up very well at all. Oh. Okay, so we actually have we have an interesting choice here. I mean, we can go Shifting Shade. I kind of want to go Shifting Shade. Shifting Shade is great value. It's obviously a 3 mana body for 4 mana. And then we have Darkshire Alchemist, which is a 4 mana body for 5 mana. So we're kind of going slow on tempo that way. What the heck? I was going to say, oh, really? Like, you're really doing that trade? Yeah, these are not good results for us, I don't think. So the issue is our opponent can do horrible things next turn. So I kind of want to go Priest of the Feast in order to set up something. I'm not really sure what, to be honest. We could Animal Companion. There's one bad result from Animal Companion, but I think that's pretty bad. We could Darkshire right now. Restoring 5 health. It kind of sets up, but I really don't like the idea of leaving a minion for our opponent. So I think we're going to go ahead and deny 1 draw while giving 1 draw, if that makes sense. This is, it's kind of a trade-off where we both kind of get a draw. We have a bigger, better minion right now. Our opponent's not going to be able to play Savannah Highmane and kill off Priest of the Feast, which is actually nice. Whoa, Control Hunter. This is going to be an interesting game, I think. That's a really, really interesting choice. There's no doubt about that. We could go ahead and just do this and show our opponent how it's really done. We can Animal Companion, but to what end? I mean, I guess if we get the Leok, we're good. Huffer, we're actually also good. Actually, there's a lot of good results now. I changed my mind. There's lots of good things for us to do. We do want to deny draws, though, once again. We will steal this one. I know we're like losing lots of healing value, but I think maintaining this board is going to be very powerful. That's going to be a much better play for us to start activating these dragons. Primordial Drake is definitely the way we want to go. And it's unfortunate we can't kill this off as easily as we would have hoped. But that's okay. Because now we're expecting this to be some sort of trade in here. Unless, uh-oh. This could be scary. Unleash the Hounds, and forget how it works. Oh, these are pretty good, actually. Yeah, these are really good for us, I think. We have a couple options here. I think Draco P is going to be the best one. Draco P, Power Word, Shield, I think. This has been a really fun game. Ooh, from our opponent, Medivh. We're definitely taking Medivh. We'll do this and attack in here. We're also going to slam down the Northshire, just in case our opponent wants to do something crazy. We will slam down our own Medivh next turn. Basically so that we can deal with our opponents, just attack it in. This has been a very, very interesting little... Oh, okay, I was going to say, wait, yeah, there's a much worse one available to our opponent. Oh. Okay. We can Primordial Drake. I don't even think Primordial Drake is that awful. I don't want to give our opponent, like, if they're doing this to set up like if they play either Medivh, that's awful for us, or if they play Savannah Highmane, that's also awful for us. So I honestly think 5+2 here is going to be completely fine. As much as I know this means we lose our Drac OP, I think this is just so much of a stronger play, especially because we can then buff up our Primordial Drake, or we can just play something big like Medivh ourselves. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's awful. 4 + 5 is going to be 9. I'm going to do this as well. We have no way to deal with that card. That's absolutely terrifying. But now, hopefully, we're able to kill this. The only one that's really bad is going to be Dream, because then our opponent will be able to Dream one of these back into our hand. Dragon's good. The 3/5 is good. This is excellent, because this is going to destroy if our opponent doesn't remove it right now. That's okay. Okay, so that was terrifying. That was absolutely terrifying. So we will attack you. And we get to attack again, and we will attack you. And now we will attack Ysera again. And I think the idea is going to be Nether Spite here. We're just going to go for value. Which dragon do we want the most? I guess Drac OP is going to be the dragon that we want the most. Do we want to play him now? Yeah, Hunter's not known really for board clears. This has been such a fun game. Oh, that is incredible. Wow, yeah. Oops, that was an oops. I think we'll take a Savannah Highmane, because we just don't have room for packs. We don't want this one to die. If we can get one more trade off of this, that would be excellent. If we can throw out our own Savannah Highmane, that would be excellent. So we're in pretty good shape. Oh, look at that heal, though. Look at that heal, though. What is this? Kill it next turn? What is this? What is that play? I don't understand what that play is. Unless our opponent just has another one in hand. Like, I don't understand why double Nightmare, unless that's basically a concede. Yeah, we'll play the Savannah Highmane. And I know, yes, we could have dug for Shadow or Death, but I don't know that it gets us anything. Like, that was both of the Ysera cards. I can't expect that Hunter's going to be able to deal with it. Oh, my goodness, we should have gone for it. Okay. We should have... It wasn't lethal, though. It was 9, 10... It was 18 damage. That's okay. We still have so many ways to be applying pressure right now. I'm not worried in the least. Let's throw out the biggest minion that we can. It is kind to be joined by Medivh, actually. Sometimes Medivh is all evil. Sometimes he's warning you that the Horde is coming. Sometimes he's warning the Horde that even worse things are coming. Not that the Horde is evil. You know what I mean. 2-4, that's okay. That gets taken out pretty nicely. This has been an amazing... Are you... Oh my god, if that... How did he get that? Was that in our opponent's deck? That's so cool.
I always win.
Medivh, you don't always win, but a lot of the time, I'll give you that much. I should have played this first, but I don't mind it. This has been such a fun, crazy Yogg, Ysera, Primordial Drake. What else did we see? Nether Spite Historian we just saw from our Hunter friend here. This has been my favorite Hunter deck. Possibly, and the Menagerie is for guests. And we know the Menagerie is for guests. And we know the chess event is for rogues. And that, you know what? The, oh, what was the first boss? Oh my goodness, I just forgot the name of the first boss. That's usually the other silly comment that I make. Just a pinch of Ichor. And we'll heal Medivh back up as I try and think, as I stall for what the name of the first boss was. The name of the first boss, that's the one that groups you could just pug. You could just pug that in Shattrath and just say, hey, looking for group, Karazhan, first boss run. And you could kind of just like win it that way. This is not going to do anything to you. Even double, like it's completely fine. Yeah, that was masterful. This game was masterful. I love our opponent's deck. I love that we won, obviously, but just what our opponent tried to do in the creativity of trying to build that sort of control Hunter, so cool. Let's try and find him again. Okay, so we got ourselves a Hunter who... A Hunter? No, we don't. We're done with the Hunter. Never mind. I still got that Hunter on my mind. Sorry. We queued into a Paladin, assuming some sort of mid-rangey, Murloc-y Paladin, who decided to go ahead and let us Glimmer Root a Sunkeeper Tarim, which probably for us is never going to be good unless we need to punch through something big. And then the issue is, of course, now we're kind of heavy on the 4-drops, which has kind of become a staple of Priest for some time now, actually. 4-drops have generally been powerful for Priest. Shifting Shade has been excellent for over a year. Twilight Drake is always excellent, basically for any class. But the issue is that we have now is we have no good 3-drops. We could try and do something like a Shadow Visions. I don't even want to do that, though. Oh, we could, though. We really could. I think we're just going to attack and heal. As much as this might be awful, I think this could be okay. If we get hit with a War Leader, we're in big trouble. Because we don't have removal, we don't have anything. But at least now we do have cards that we can start playing on turn 4. And we've been able to survive this far. That's actually a pretty good result for us. I can't imagine there being... actually, if we top deck Potion of Madness, we're going to have some decisions to make, because we can punch through Tazdingo then. And then the heal looks a little bit better right now. We take a little bit of face damage, but I'm really not too worried about it. Oh, Shadow Word Paintage. That's Shadow Word Pain for a 4-drop that came from this 3-drop. It's kind of unfortunate. It really is unfortunate, actually. How do we do this? I think we go ahead and afford ourselves to take a little bit of damage. I think this can be okay right now for us. It's obviously not ideal, but if our opponent decides to attack their 2-3 into our 3-2 and then go face with Tazdingo, that is the Senjin Shield Master. Masta, excuse me. Excuse my poor pronunciation of the troll tribes here. I don't know if... I think he kind of looks like he might be Zandalari troll tribe, to be honest. That was more of a tongue twister than I was expecting when I formulated that sentence in my head. But... I don't know. Generally, I feel like this matchup is okay as long as our opponent doesn't discover a whole bunch of extra Sunkeepers and a whole bunch of extra... Ooh, that's kind of terrifying. And then a whole bunch of extra... What are those other cards? Tyrion. Oh, yeah, that one. That one that we don't want to see. So now our opponent's deciding how they want to trade and what they think is going to be the best for them. There are definitely some bests and some worsts. That's one of the worst for me. Unless we top deck Potion of Madness right now. Potion of Madness is great. Oh, that's not a Potion of Madness. What do we want to do? We want to find a Potion of Madness. Oh, that's not a Potion of Madness at all. We'll do that. We'll do this. I'll heal my... do we want to find a board clear right now is the question? Like, do we want to find other Dragonfire Potion, or do we want to find a Potion of Madness? I think we kind of do, just because I'm getting a little... Oh, Shadow Word Death isn't even the worst thing. Oh, wait. What happens if these get buffed? If one of them gets buffed with... Okay, I just realized what we have to do. So we took the Shadow Word Death. Ooh, that was a last-second decision there. So we took the Shadow Word Death because if our opponent plays Spike Ridge Steed... which is the now Prime Paladin 6-drop, and they have a bunch of cards that they haven't played. It almost feels like they've been playing their top decks every turn here. If they played on this one, they'll buff it up to 5, which would be a misplay because we are Priest, and Priest does not do good. But if that is the case, if I would then Shadow Word Death it. However, otherwise, if they do it on this one, I will Sunkeeper and then trade in, which would be kind of a good little result for us, and that'd get a little bit of Sunkeeper value, because otherwise, oh. That's not cool, man. Come on now. That's not cool at all. We're just taking a bit of a beatdown right now, which is unfortunate. I think we can afford one more turn of going slow. Ysera is going to be the card that we want. Ysera will be the card that we win with. So the issue now is, of course, that our opponent's able to trade very, very favorably. However, if we hold out for one more turn, or if we top deck Dragonfire Potion, we'll be able to wipe this. So that'll be good. We really, really got an unfortunate start to this game, I think. That Curious Glimmer Root wasn't able to do enough for us. Wow. Again for guests only. Oh, everyone loves guests. Everyone loves being a guest in Karazhan. And if you think about it, you know, Karazhan kind of is like, you know, the primo... Oh no, Spikeridge Steed, I need you. You know, Karazhan was kind of that primo time of WoW, so why not? What do we even do? I think we just heal it up. I think we just heal it up and play a Northshire. Just to kind of go a little bit wide to hopefully try and keep up with our opponent. Even though, again, they have very favorable trades that they can be doing against our board. This whole time, a Potion of Madness would have made a difference on almost every turn if we go back in this game. If we top deck a Potion of Madness. Or maybe if I'd have invested earlier when I was joking about that Glimmer Root turn right at the beginning for looking for a Potion of Madness. Because we are slowly running out of resources as much as, yes, our opponent is, you know... Our opponent's just really building up kind of that stable board. That trade is totally fine. They can go 3 and 2 in here. Punch 4 to face. They can attack in here. Attack with the little guy. Who knows? There's lots of things that our opponent can be doing right now. They can just slam down a Tyrion. Slam down the good rag. That's always a good move. I mean, the ideal move for us, I think, is if they play... the Curator. They attack Curator into our Alchemist. And then that lets us do a Primordial Drake turn afterwards. Almost clearing the board. Yeah, this is a more unfortunate turn now for us. AFK 2 seconds.
Must consider.
Okay, and we're back, and I think the best play for us is just going to be Primordial Drake. We can kind of set up Spikeridge Steed turns later on. I don't think there's really any need to do anything too crazy. Our opponent's board doesn't trade very well, although, of course, a True Silver can be coming out and kind of wiping us away right now. But that would force a trade of a 4-4, so that, at the very least, will be a good thing for us. Because we finally get rid of that. And if we ever do get a slow turn from our opponent, we obviously just Ysera. The issue is, of course, that Ysera is going to get removed from our opponent's eventual Sunkeeper Tarim. Which we will have to, you know, we're going to have to deal with it at some point, so might as well deal with it eventually. Or we will have to deal with it eventually. We definitely want to get Shifting Shade out. We want to get our... I think we're going to need a little Priest of the Feast value. Sunkeeper, there we go. There's those Sunkeepers. That's okay, because that's hopefully our opponent's last Sunkeeper. This is maybe a lot of damage to face, but... we could even do something silly like Nether Spite into Sunkeeper. Because that way our opponent's board doesn't trade with ours. Like, just on board at least. And then we do get a little bit more dragon action. We could go Nether Spite into Spikeridge Steed, but that's not very strong. Becomes a 3-9. We could just drop Ysera, hoping that nothing's able to remove it. But then the issue is we're not able to remove our opponent's board either. So we're just going to take a whole bunch of damage. Hoping that something, you know, excellent happens. We could, how many Yseras are going to be, I mean, these are all going to be so slow, though. We could almost take the Alex just for the potential heal. I think this way we'll have a little bit of flexibility. This is okay. I think this is okay now. It gives us a little bit of flexibility. If we ever do get bursted down, I don't know how, you know, 9 mana is going to let us stabilize. But maybe we'll be able to Potion of Madness something eventually. Although I know 3 attack, not Potion of Madnessable. But that's totally okay. We have so many resources to get through from our opponent. I really don't know what the game plan here is. I think Ysera is going to be a big part of our win condition. Oh, that's a scary thing. That is a scary thing to see. Oh my. That's a huge turn, and we haven't had our Dragonfire Potion this whole time as well. Ooh. I think we've had... Oh my. That's quite a few divine shields there, friend. Wow, what could we have done differently? I think right at the beginning with that glimmer root, what did we do? There must have been something there. I was thinking the only way we're gonna win this is if this guy AFKs here, but I guess we're gonna go 6 into 4 or 4 into 6. Yeah, blessed be this funnel cake, that's for sure. We get a little bit of healing, we get a massive tauntage, but it's still, you know, trading on board. You can get hit with an Aldor and then trade it on board. There's lots of bad things that can happen to us right now. We're in a really, really horrible spot. Unless we find some AoEs, and soon we're gonna be SOL, as they say. Yeah, Aldor's gonna really put a hurting on us. The 5 would have been nice. It would have traded with a couple of these minions I'm expecting, but not anymore. I mean, maybe Primordial Drake does something right now. Yeah, maybe Primordial Drake is enough. No, maybe we're just gonna need the maybe it's Dragonfire Potion or bust right now. Dragonfire Potion into a Shifting Shade, so we have a little bit on board. That's kind of a good turn, right? Wow, really doesn't want to give up that Murloc War Leader. I mean, I guess you got to try, right? So we have 3 top decks, I guess. Oh, jeez. This one's surviving anyway, so I think we gotta go. There we go. And we'll do that. Now we have to kind of hope that we can stabilize somehow. I'm not really sure how we're gonna be able to do that, but maybe we can find a way. You know, life finds a way. Maybe we could Alex. We could Alex ourselves. We'll take 3 damage here. If our opponent plays anything big, we will lose, probably. But... and again, if they continue to flood the board, we'll be in trouble. Oh boy, that's a scary one just because it can mean any number of things. It could be, I mean, with it not being an instant pick, it makes me think it's not going to be that it won't be Tyrion, because Tyrion should just be, you slam this down, you see a Tyrion late game, you take a Tyrion late game, right? Could be another Sunkeeper, maybe. Oh boy. Hey, there's a Shadow Word Death. That's a death target, right? Priest of the Feast. That's a Priest of the Feast target. Blessed be these funnel cakes indeed, man. Somehow we're still pushing. Was that the last of the Spike Ridge Seed? No, it's not. That was not the last of the Spike Ridge Seed. I mean, this isn't going to trade with our opponent's board, but it does kind of nullify it, at least slowly. So that's something, at the very least. I don't know what else our opponent could be holding. I still think we're going to be looking for a couple more Dragonfire potions, to be honest. Maybe, I mean, at this point we just need spells, but we can only top deck 1, because I think we're done both of our Power Word shields, right? Like, we played one before that Dragonfire potion. That Spike Ridge Steed was probably the only way we were removing that Murloc War Leader. I guess we could have found a Pain as well, actually. No, it was at 3. We could have found a Shadow Word Pain. We're in bad shape now, but I'm going to say there's a chance we can recover. Equality time. Okay, it could be equality. If it's equality into Tyrion, yeah, that's pretty bad. But at least now there's a chance that we're not dead, right? I mean, we haven't seen any true silvers. Oh, boy. Yeah, again, if we had that Potion of Madness, Potion of Madness again would make me feel so much better right now. If we heal up to 12, how is that? How is healing to 12 better or worse? Then healing to 15. Maybe we do try and flood. Like, what if we can't leave ourselves at 8? That's the thing. We're either healing or we're playing Alex. But then if we heal, what do we want to do? Do we want to do Glimmer Root? And if we do Glimmer Root, then we'd want to do that first. Shoot. I'm honestly not sure right now. This is a tough turn. I mean, playing the Shade and the Twilight Drake would be good. Because it's going to be Consecration plus True Silver to kill me then, right? Because this is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. Plus, it's probably not dead then. Let's try and go a little wide here. Let's see if we can hold off on Alex one more turn. Hopefully both of these can't die right now, which would be nice. If that's the case, then maybe we can fight this one out. What else can our opponent have? They could have their real Tyrion. Real Tyrion would be scary. What else are they going to have? They'll have another Spike Ridge Steed. They will have another War Leader. They'll have another Megasaur. Yeah, that's obviously the really good trade to take. Yeah. Attacking face. I mean, our opponent might as well at this point, right? But then the thing is, if we do get Potion of Madness, we're kind of going to feel good about ourselves. Uh-oh. Oh, brutal. That is awful for us. Oh, that is absolutely awful. Hey, that's a card. I don't know how it actually helps us, but it totally is playable. Oh, one turn too late, my friend. Do we do this now? How much is this? This is 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. All they need is a Consecrate. Let's do this. Okay. So we're taking a whole bunch of damage right now. There's no doubt about that. But we're going to be able to Primordial Drake into Shadow Word Pain. And we're at kind of a high health total. But we're totally back on our heels right now. So that's kind of a scary thing for us. Because our opponent still has tons of resources. But so do we. But all of ours are super slow. And that's our problem right now is that everything we have is super slow. War Leader might kill us, to be honest. I want this to be like horrible choices. Like take Wind Fury or something. Oh, that actually might be bad because this one still stays alive. Oh, no, wait. We can Shadow Word Pain this. We can totally Shadow Word Pain that. Oh, this is actually... I don't want to say winnable because there's a chance we still... Oh, no. We're still going to lose now. Can we do this? No, because we still lose. We have to do this.
I must consider.
And hope that there's no... Oh, no, we're still probably dead now. This is still bad. There were so many chances during the game. There were so many chances during the game for us to kind of like turn the tide if we had that Potion of Madness earlier. If we had a Dragonfire, could have been different. I think this is still the best play. No, we're still dead because this is going to be on the board, right? Like, this is removed. This is 2. Plus 6 is 8, so it's still going to be 5 getting through. This removes... This leaves 6, 7, 8. We can heal up to 6. Oh, it doesn't matter. We're dead anyways. Oh, what a hard-fought battle. Oh, those dragons, though. Ysera and Alex sitting in hand this whole time is very, very upsetting. Yeah, oh, yeah, and then that also turns into a weapon as well. Yeah, there was nothing we could have done then. And there was just too much damage on board to try and Alex. Ooh, that's a sad one. That is going to be it for this video, though, everyone. That's sad. That's a hard start to lose. 20 minutes into a game. That's pretty tough. But we're slowly climbing. And again, we'll make our way to rank 10. Thanks for hanging out with me, everyone. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I post here every day. Thanks for hanging out. Keep your stick on the ice.